Imagine a world where the United States did not yet exist as an independent nation. In the late 1700s, 13 American colonies were locked in a long and bitter struggle against the powerful British Empire. For years, soldiers fought, families suffered, and thousands of lives were lost as both sides battled over the future of America. By 1781, the war had reached a critical turning point. British forces under General Charles Cornwallis had become trapped at Yorktown, Virginia. Surrounding them were American troops, led by General George Washington, along with crucial support from French allies. After weeks of intense fighting and bombardment, the British position became hopeless. On October 19, 1781, Cornwallis surrendered his army. The surrender at Yorktown is widely regarded as the decisive victory that effectively ended the American Revolutionary War and opened the door to American independence. But history is not made only on battlefields. It is also shaped by the words written on paper. Shortly after the surrender, George Washington dictated and signed an important letter formally accepting the British surrender. This was not just a routine military document. It represented the transition from war toward peace and from conflict toward the birth of a new nation. In the letter, Washington spoke of his sincere wish to end the bloodshed. He wrote of his ardent desire to spare the further effusion of blood. These words revealed a side of Washington often overshadowed by his military achievements. While he had fought tirelessly for victory, he also longed for peace and an end to the suffering caused by years of war. The letter became one of the most significant documents connected to the final stages of the American Revolution. It symbolized more than a British defeat. It symbolized hope, reconciliation, and the possibility of a future free from war. The surrender at Yorktown eventually led to negotiations that culminated in the Treaty of Paris in 1783. Through that treaty, Britain officially recognized the United States as an independent nation. What began as a collection of colonies had become a new country. Over the centuries, many artifacts from this historic era have been lost, damaged, or hidden away in private collections. Yet some survive, offering a direct connection to the people who shaped history. Among them is this remarkable letter signed by George Washington himself. Today, more than 240 years after it was written, the document continues to captivate historians and visitors alike. Every signature, every sentence, and every carefully chosen word tells a story about one of the most important moments in the creation of the United States. Now displayed in London, the letter carries a unique significance. It allows British and international audiences to view a document that marked the beginning of the end of Britain's rule over the American colonies. It stands as a reminder that even former enemies can share a common history and learn from the past. Looking at this letter today, it is easy to see it as an old piece of paper preserved behind glass. But in reality, it is much more than that. It is a witness to history. It is a symbol of leadership during a time of uncertainty. And it is a reminder that sometimes a few carefully written words can help change the course of nations. From the battlefields of Yorktown to a museum display in London, George Washington's letter continues to tell a powerful story. A story of war and peace, sacrifice and freedom, and the birth of a nation whose influence would eventually spread across the world. One letter, one signature, one historic moment that helped pave the way for American independence. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also let us hear your thoughts on the comments section.